Salmon can be caught in a variety of ways depending on their habitat. In the natural environment, people often use purse seines, fixed traps or fishing. Purse seines are a common method, in which fishermen drop nets into the water to surround the fish and then pull the nets back. In addition, fixed traps such as weirs or cages are also used to block the migration of salmon when they swim upstream to spawn. For fishing, fishermen can use artificial bait or natural bait to attract salmon to bite the hook. In the aquaculture industry, salmon are raised in cages or freshwater tanks before harvesting by pulling nets or pumping water to gather the fish. Salmon fishing must comply with environmental protection regulations to ensure the sustainable development of this fish species. In addition to traditional fishing methods, modern technology also plays an important role in exploiting salmon effectively and sustainably. Sonar systems help fishermen locate schools of fish, thereby reducing indiscriminate fishing and limiting impacts on the ecosystem. In addition, water quality and temperature monitoring devices are also used in the salmon farming industry. Helping to optimize the living conditions of the fish before harvesting. However, overfishing of salmon can lead to a decline in wild salmon populations, affecting the food chain and river and ocean ecosystems. Therefore, many countries have adopted management policies such as catch limits, minimum size regulations for fish allowed to be caught, and the establishment of conservation areas to maintain salmon resources in the wild. At the same time, the salmon farming industry is growing to meet market demand without depleting wild fish resources. In general, whether caught in the wild or farmed, salmon exploitation requires careful consideration to ensure the long-term development of this fish species as well as protect the ecological environment. In addition to measures to conserve and manage salmon resources, many organizations and scientists are researching more sustainable fishing and farming methods. One of the solutions is to develop salmon farms according to the closed-loop model, RAS, recirculating aquaculture system, which helps minimize environmental impacts by controlling water quality, reducing waste and limiting the risk of disease spread. In addition, biotechnology also plays an important role in improving the quality of farmed salmon. Experts have applied selective breeding techniques to increase growth capacity, enhance resistance and reduce dependence on marine fish feed. Some companies are also developing alternative feeds from plants or insects to reduce pressure on wild seafood resources. In addition, raising public awareness of responsible consumption is also an important factor. Consumers today tend to choose salmon products that are certified as sustainable, such as MSC, Marine Stewardship Council, for wild salmon and ASC, Aquaculture Stewardship Council, for farmed salmon. This encourages seafood businesses to adopt environmentally friendly fishing and farming methods. In short, the salmon industry is constantly innovating to balance market demand and protecting natural resources. The combination of advanced technology, strict management policies and sustainable consumption awareness will contribute to maintaining salmon resources for future generations in addition to management and technological efforts. Economic and social factors also play an important role in the salmon fishing and aquaculture industry. Salmon is one of the most valuable aquatic products, widely consumed globally, especially in European, North American and Asian markets. The development of the salmon industry not only generates a large source of income but also provides jobs for millions of workers. From fishermen, processing workers to distributors and chefs in the culinary industry. However, over-reliance on wild salmon fishing can have serious consequences for coastal communities, especially those who rely on traditional fisheries. As fish stocks become increasingly scarce due to overfishing, they may face unemployment or have to change careers. As a result, many countries have implemented programs to support new skills training or encourage sustainable salmon farming models to ensure long-term livelihoods for people. On the other hand, climate change also poses many challenges to the salmon industry. Rising sea temperatures, ocean acidification and changes in ocean currents directly affect the habitat of wild salmon, reducing population numbers and affecting farming performance. To adapt to this situation, scientists are researching salmon varieties that are more heat-tolerant and improving farming systems to reduce negative environmental impacts. In general, salmon fishing and farming are not only an economic activity but also associated with ecological, social and technological issues. For sustainable development, close cooperation between stakeholders, from governments, businesses to consumers, is needed to ensure a balance between economic benefits and the protection of this valuable resource. In addition to environmental and economic challenges, the salmon industry also faces food safety and product quality issues. Salmon is a nutritious food source, providing high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids and many important minerals. However, during farming and processing, salmon can be affected by antibiotic residues, heavy metals or harmful microorganisms if not strictly managed. To ensure quality, many countries have applied strict standards in the salmon production process. For example, salmon farms need to comply with feed control procedures. Water hygiene and limit the use of antibiotics to avoid pollution and affect the health of consumers. At the same time, traceability technology is being widely applied, helping customers easily check information about the origin and production process of salmon before purchasing. In addition, preservation and transportation methods also play an important role in maintaining the quality of salmon after catching or harvesting. Fresh salmon is often stored at low temperatures immediately after catching to maintain freshness, while frozen salmon is quick frozen to maintain quality for a long time. Modern packaging technologies such as vacuuming and controlled atmosphere preservation, MAP, modified atmosphere packaging, are also applied to extend shelf life and limit the growth of spoilage bacteria. With the development of science and technology, the salmon industry is increasingly improving in quality and production efficiency. However, to maintain sustainable development, there needs to be coordination between producers, regulators and consumers to ensure that salmon is not only delicious but also safe and environmentally friendly, in addition to ensuring food quality and safety. Salmon consumption trends are also changing according to market demand. Previously, salmon was mainly consumed in Western countries in the form of fillets or sushi, sashimi. However, with the development of the food industry and diverse consumer demands, salmon is now processed into many different products such as smoked salmon, canned salmon, salmon pate, or even ready-to-eat products such as salmon sauce or salmon balls. In addition, the interest in clean and sustainable food also affects consumption habits. More and more customers choose salmon from certified environmentally friendly sources, such as organic salmon or wild salmon caught under control. Several major food brands have also committed to using sustainable salmon sources to appeal to environmentally conscious consumers. At the same time, the growth of e-commerce has made salmon more accessible to consumers around the world. Today, customers can order fresh, frozen or processed salmon through online platforms and have it delivered to their doorsteps under strict cold storage procedures. This not only expands the consumer market but also helps producers reach more customers without being limited by geographical distance. Overall, the salmon industry is constantly evolving to meet the increasing demand of the market. From farming methods, processing to distribution, every step in the supply chain is being improved to bring higher quality, safer and more sustainable products. In the future, with the combination of modern technology and responsible consumption awareness, salmon will continue to be one of the important seafood products in the global market. In addition to changing consumer trends, the salmon industry is also facing new challenges, especially the competition between farmed salmon and wild salmon. Wild salmon is often appreciated for its taste and nutritional value, but its limited production and high price make it a luxury item. Meanwhile, farmed salmon accounts for the majority of the world market share thanks to its reasonable cost, stable supply and ability to meet increasing demand. However, salmon farming also poses many environmental problems, such as water pollution due to waste from farms. The risk of spreading diseases between farmed and wild fish, or the use of feed from marine fish that can deplete the ocean ecosystem. To address these issues, many companies are turning to more eco-friendly farming models, such as land-based salmon farming using closed-loop recirculation systems, which provide better control of the water environment and minimize impacts on nature. In addition, the development of biotechnology has also helped improve the quality of farmed salmon. Nutritional research is focusing on developing alternative feeds from seaweed, soy or insects to reduce dependence on fish meal and fish oil from the ocean. In addition, selective breeding methods and gene editing technology are also being studied to increase disease resistance and adapt to changing environmental conditions. Despite many challenges, the salmon industry is still on the rise thanks to innovation and the application of advanced technology. In the future, a combination of sustainable production, strict management and increased consumer awareness will help ensure a long-term supply of salmon without harming the environment and natural ecosystems, in addition to improvements in farming and fishing. The salmon industry is also aiming to optimize the supply chain and expand the global consumption market. Currently, the world's largest salmon-producing countries include Norway, Chile, Scotland, Canada and the United States. Thanks to modern logistics systems, salmon can be transported quickly from farms and fishing areas to major markets such as Europe, North America and Asia, ensuring the highest freshness and quality. The increasing demand for salmon consumption in Asian countries, especially China, Japan and South Korea, is opening up many new opportunities for the industry. Seafood businesses are stepping up marketing strategies, developing salmon products that suit local tastes, such as seasoned salmon, salmon in soy sauce or canned salmon sushi. As a result, salmon is no longer only found in Western dishes but is increasingly becoming a popular ingredient in many different cuisines. Another notable trend is the rise of value-added salmon products. Instead of just selling fresh or frozen salmon, many companies are developing ready-to-eat products such as teriyaki salmon. ready-to-eat smoked salmon or even salmon burgers, making it easy for consumers to prepare without spending much time. This not only helps expand the customer base but also increases the economic value of salmon, creating more profits for the industry. In the future, the salmon industry will continue to develop in a sustainable direction, diversifying products and expanding the market further. With the support of technology and changes in consumer habits, salmon promises to remain one of the most important and popular seafood in the world. In addition to market expansion and product diversification, the salmon industry is also focusing on developing smarter and more sustainable production methods. Digital technology and artificial intelligence, AI, are being applied to improve farming efficiency, monitor water quality, detect diseases early and optimize salmon nutrition. Underwater sensor systems can continuously monitor environmental parameters such as dissolved oxygen, temperature and pH, helping farmers promptly adjust the living conditions of the fish. In addition, blockchain is also being used in the salmon supply chain to increase transparency and traceability. Thanks to this technology, consumers can easily check the origin of salmon, from the farm, processing to storage conditions before reaching them. This not only helps to increase customer confidence but also helps businesses meet increasingly stringent food safety standards. Another important aspect is minimizing the environmental impact of the production process. Salmon farms are looking to take advantage of renewable energy such as wind and solar power to reduce carbon emissions. At the same time, the Integrated Multi-Trophic Aquaculture (IMTA) model is also being researched and applied, in which salmon are raised together with seaweed and mollusks such as mussels and oysters to utilize fish waste as a source of nutrition for other species, helping to create a balanced and less polluting ecosystem. With constant innovation, the salmon industry is transforming strongly to meet the increasing demand of the market while ensuring sustainable development. In the future, the combination of advanced technology, smart management and environmental protection awareness will help this industry continue to grow strongly. Bringing long-term benefits to both people and the ecosystem in addition to the application of technology and improved production methods. The salmon industry is also paying attention to social and ethical issues related to fishing and farming. One of the biggest concerns today is the welfare of the fish. More and more organizations and consumers are demanding that salmon farms ensure good living conditions for the fish, including more spacious farming areas, appropriate nutrition and humane killing methods to minimize stress and